This is the Bison Football Show with Coach Tim Polasek. Brought to you by Gate City Bank for a better way of life. And Pepsi.
More Brown on the backfield. Play action. Miller wants it all. He's got a man. And it's caught. Bryce lands for the touchdown. Bison back in front.
There it was, the go-ahead score at the time in what would ultimately be a classic Bison win in the FCS semifinals, 28-21. Going back to Frisco, Coach P, it's got to feel good.
Oh, it's unbelievable. You know, for so many ways, right, I could take this answer in 5 or 6 different directions. But, you know, to see the support that you get through text messages nowadays, you know, I think I had 352 or something like that. And then just the joy that you see the fans and all the support, the former players, but most importantly, the guys that have worked so hard, you know, starting in July 30th, you know, with fall camp, this senior group and these older guys sticking together. And then we've had a lot of young guys get better, right, and carve out some new roles. And so I'm so excited for all the staff members that haven't had a chance to experience this, and for our senior and older leadership.
Congratulations, Coach. Really awesome to the entire team. We're going to break it all down here on the Bison Football Show. We'll look back at this SDSU victory, look ahead to Frisco against Montana State. Before we dig into the highlights, Coach, obviously, we knew it was going to come down to the 60th minute, the mystery 6, and we'll unpack them here. But how proud are you or your group for being able to execute in those scenarios?
Well, I think they took that stuff that we were talking about, you know, how to get to this victory, right? Value every rep. Each and every play could be a difference-making play. You just don't know which ones they are. We've got to play the full 60 minutes, and we're going to have to be really opportunistic against this good defense offensively. And then defensively, I thought it was going to be important to create the takeaway, you know, and kind of flip momentum one way or another. It was awesome. The kids went out and executed our general philosophy and our general thought process and what it was going to take to win this game. And then the most important thing is they did it together. They never wavered. The offense and defense, you know, never pointed any fingers in the middle of this or all season, and we hung in there, and the next thing you know, we made a play or two more.
All right, let's dig in and go to the deep end, as we like to say. Here we go. First half highlights presented by Gate City Bank. Gray Zabel and the rest of the herd huddled up, ready to go. Here comes Cam Miller after the Bison D starts out with a 3-and-out. First play offensively, Coach TK Marshall, 20 yards.
Yeah, really good job of reading his progressions. The corner kind of bit on his initial thought to the tight end, then we out-leveraged the defense. And then TK did a good job with yards after catch. Been talking about that all year.
Good way to set the tone on the opening series for Big O. Bison now trying to get the first score of the game. 3rd and 10, own 40-yard line. Cam Miller loads up, finds Bryce Lance behind the defense, 30-yard pickup.
It's really important that the fans know that's outstanding quarterback play. The defense rotated to the left. You can see the safety push into the left, and therefore play weak. Anytime you get strong rotation and we have Bryce on the weak side, that's a pretty good deal for us.
We'll take it every day, twice on Sundays. Bryce with a first catch of what be a few highlights in this game. How about 3rd and 1, Coach? One-on-one once again, an absolute dime.
Yeah, I thought the staff did a really good job of designing that football play there. You can see Bryce is aligned on the hash, which gives him much more room to play the vertical fade, the vertical pass outside, and then this just kind of turns into a mismatch. Bryce is playing at a high level right along with Cam, and protection was good. That's important as well.
21-yard pitch and catch. Bryce Lance with the touchdown. Bison up 7-0, ensuing South Dakota State drive. 3rd down and 6. Mark Gronowski over the middle to Griffin Wilde, able to shake his way up to the 45-yard line. The Jackrabbits would continue the drive on 3rd down and goal. They get in the end zone with a quarterback sneak.
Yeah, go back to the 3rd down conversion there. That's just really good quarterback and finding the outlet.
3rd down and 7 now for the Bison. Late first quarter. Cam sacrificing the body with his scramble. 1 yard shy of the line to gain. 4th and inches. Bison line up to go for it. False start was the call here, Coach.
Well, we didn't line up to go for it. We were running a freeze play. So the recommendation there that I've learned through this clock management stuff is to try to draw them offsides, and we were darn close because I didn't mind giving up the 5 yards to punt.
And in the end, you end up punted away, and then SDSU, they convert on 4th down, and then Amar Johnson breaks loose, 39-yard touchdown. Early second quarter, Coach, down 14-7.
Yeah, it's going to be a ball game, and that was a heck of a run. You know, we had to take 2 more steps at linebacker to complete the tackle there, but the stiff arm was impressive.
Well, here's the big takeaway you referred to, Coach. Cody Heisman getting in the backfield, a forced fumble. Loshaka Stokes pounces on it on the boundary.
Yeah, just look at that picture, right? That's football. It's NDSU football. Cody makes an unbelievable play here. Getting penetration is one thing. Getting the tackle is another. And then to cause the fumble is game-changing. That's a big-time play by a big-time player. One
of the mystery six for sure. It would change momentum. Bison with the only takeaway of the game. 1st and 10 from the Jackrabbit 23. Bryce Lance on the outside. 11-yard pickup down to the 12-yard line. For 3rd down and goal, Bison trying to punch it in. Cam with a quarterback run, and he goes in untouched.
Yeah, really good job of feeling the penetration. We knew it would be a challenge down in the goal line. Their front is big, they're experienced, but good job by Cam just bouncing it out there on a little bit of a misdirection play.
10th rushing score of the year for Cam. Bison capitalized on the turnover. PAT was good, and we're tied at half. Taking a look at the first half stats presented by Nodak Insurance Company. The takeaway certainly proved large going in the locker room.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of interesting stats there, right? We weren't doing a great job in the run game yet. We hadn't used Cam in the run game, but it wasn't like it was just terrible. They're a really good front. It was going to be a challenge. And then the 3rd down number for us, 5 of 7, I think puts us in that situation where it's a 14-14 ball game. And we were doing a good job on 3rd down, forcing them to convert some 4th down. So the takeaway is the difference in that half.
Yeah, very excellent first half of football, deadlocked going into the halftime locker room. We're going to take a look at the second half highlights when we return. It came down to the final 2 quarters. Bison trying to secure a trip to the national title game. We're all over it. Coming up next.
More is better, especially with your checking account. More rewards, more convenience. With Gate City Bank, you'll even get a free gift and earn points on every debit card purchase. Sign up today and get 6,000 points. That's enough for more than $50 cash back, just in time for the holidays. You can open your account online in less than 10 minutes. Come see why banking is simply better here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
When you carry blue, you get a devoted team backing you up, focused on you and your well-being, making it easier and affordable for you to make health a priority. When you carry blue, you get a health plan that anticipates your challenges, that's helping shape the future of healthcare, with more helpful tools and resources so you can get the most out of your benefits and focus more on living your best life. Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota. Carry blue. Carry on.
Chronic wasting disease is 100% fatal in deer. Though rare now, it will continue to rise unless you help do something about it. Knowing its location is the key to managing chronic wasted disease. When hunting in the Northeast and Unit 3B2 this fall, plan to get your deer tested. Visit gf.nd.gov to find drop-off locations or request a self-sample kit and review the regulations. The responsibility falls on us all. Let's keep the deer herds healthy for future generations.
Life is full of beautiful moments. Adventure, fun, excitement, and sometimes the unexpected can happen. With Nodak Insurance, you can keep doing what you do. Use our technology to file claims quickly online, on your phone, or lean on our award-winning service team so you can get back to what matters. Living life uninterrupted. Nodak Insurance. Agents with answers.
We're all players in the waiting game, whether that's for the day's first flight, the first shot, or the first retrieve. Entire off seasons of prep and practice all pointed at that singular moment each of us live for. First light. Because that's when it all becomes real. And it's finally your time to shine. Shields.
Next door, next move. With 45 locations, Gate City Bank is by your side everywhere. With sweeter perks, like free ATMs, and reward points every time you use your debit card. Plus, get 6,000 points just for signing up. That's more than $50 cash back just in time for the holidays. Welcome to banking that's simply better. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Welcome back on in. It is the Bison Football Show along with Coach Polasek. I'm Sam Neidermann. Glad that you're with us. Let's take a look back at our second half highlights presented by Gate City Bank. Coach, we pick things up under 11 to go in the third quarter. Code Green trying to stiff it up against the run game, as you said.
Yeah, I really like the things that the defense was talking about during half. They were talking about fundamentals and technique and finding ways to free up our players. We got much more knockback in the second half and obviously controlled their run game pretty good. Yeah,
Marcus Goley with the TFL. Before that, you saw Logan Kopp. They tried to use a Wildcat quarterback, Chase Mason, but to no avail. This was a huge key making an adjustment in the second half.
Yeah, we went to some more man coverage that really helped us. The times we got hurt were in these zone coverages because of the quarterback's ability to find outlets and checkdowns and scrambles.
Yeah, Gronowski scrambling on third down and long, wasn't able to get it. Pick things up late third quarter. Bison D able to make the stop in the backfield once again. Nothing doing. Loshaka Rokes making it happen on the D-line, and the fours were up. 15 minutes to Frisco, still tied at 14. Offense got it going with this reverse.
Yeah, I thought, I just had made a suggestion to Jake, whatever misdirection things you got that you like, get to them, because they're running really hard, and they're reacting to our pullers pretty good. They're playing good, sound defense, right? Well, anytime that your effort and your pursuit is as good as theirs is, counter plays and reverses are good.
Jackson Williams, 12 yards there. Rajon Nelson takes the catch from Cam, 11-yard pickup, first down Bison. The drive is going. Then 1st and 10 in Jackrabbit territory. Play action. Cam over the top for Bryce, 47 yards.
Yeah, they play a lot of cover 2 versus bigger personnels, and so actually the matchup starts with running over the top of the mic and then getting over the top of the deep half defender to the right there, to the boundary. And just what a great throw. Right about now, I knew it was a touchdown. I saw Bryce get behind him, and I didn't think Cam was going to miss that one.
I love it. It was the second connection of the day, but not the best one. That's coming up in a little bit. Bison by 7, SDSU, they had an answer. Gronowski to Graham Goring, touchdown. That would tie the game up at 21.
Yeah, he did such a good job of getting to his second and third read there.
And then
the quarterback run game here is, kind of freed us up.
Yep, Cam with a big run, 25-yarder, late hit afterwards, tacks on 15.
Yeah, I actually thought that could have went for targeting more than it was a late hit. If you take a look here, the crown of the helmet and all those things that they talk about with the targeting fall right coming into our picture right there.
Yep, definitely had those qualities. Late hit ended up being the call, just a personal foul. Tack on 15 more to the run. NDSU into Jackrabbit territory deep into the fourth quarter. 4 and change to play. Ball at the 10. This is just incredible. Another look at it. Bryce lands one-handed. Initially, they say incomplete. Bryce is saying, what did I do? Take another look. Phil Hansen in the radio was calling, he's got stickum on that right hand, able to pin it there. One hand, 1 foot. The review, you see the reaction, Coach. Touchdown, and we've got the lead.
I had a great angle right on the sideline, and what I saw was catch, foot down. I really believe we would have took a timeout to force them to continue to have to look at it. And what a catch. I think it's an all-timer. It's up there in the top 2 or 3 for sure.
It's down in Bison history already. And then South Dakota State trying to put together an answer. Less than 2 minutes to play. Face mask call. Cody Heisman was able to incite this, Coach.
Yeah, mystery 6. Okay, the quarterback run, they get a penalty for a late hit, and this face mask call, really was detrimental to them trying to complete this 2-minute drive.
So then they would be behind the chains, 3rd down, 17, trying to look for Graham Goring. So close in one-on-one coverage, ball goes through his hands, and it would come down to one final play, 4th and 17, and the Bison D-line polishes it off.
Well, what a great call by the guys that coached the front, and Grant Olson and Nick Gazer with the 3-man twist game. They just didn't have it, and then this is what it's all about, right? The emotion and the response by the players and seeing the excitement is just awesome.
28-21, the final score. The Bison win it on to Frisco for the 11th time in the last 14 years. You see Cam there. The players going all the way over to see their fellow teammates, their students. That's what it's all about, as you said, Coach. And you take a look at the final stats presented by Nodak Insurance. Really held them down in the run game. Second half ended up out-rushing them.
Yeah, to hold South Dakota State to 129 is probably the difference in this game. And then you can see the 3rd down numbers are pretty balanced. Again, I'll come back to that turnover because we capitalized on that drive. But us getting balance and finding some run game, whether it was the quarterbacks or the running backs in the second half, was really critical.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Pretty awesome to see as the Bison get the victory. Real quick before we get to our No-Deck Insurance Player of the Game, pretty cool to hear if you're going to play in Texas.
Yeah, it's the one time like you react like, okay, what are we supposed to do now? And after giving about 1,000 hugs, you really, for me, it was so important to find our support people, the equipment people, the equipment student managers, the athletic trainers, the athletic director. Find those guys and let them know how much you appreciate them and congratulate those guys as much as they want to congratulate us. And it's just to hear that song come on brought back so many memories for me of former players. And then I thought our team represented the former players very well in that game.
Yeah, a total team and program victory, and now on to one more. After the game, our No-Deck Insurance Company Player of the Game, Bryce Lance, with WDAY's Sam Getzinger.
For the second week in a row, Bryce Lance is our No-Deck Insurance Player of the Game. 28-21 the final. What's going through your head right now, and especially after you heard that song at the end of the game?
Yeah, kind of at a loss for words right now, man. I'm just so happy for the seniors especially, man. They've deserved this. They've led us, week in, week out, so just ecstatic.
You had the hat trick today, and the game winner was one of the best touchdowns that I've ever seen. What was going through your head? That ball's up in the air, and did you know that was a clean catch?
Yeah, I knew it was a clean catch. Yeah, I didn't know if I got a foot in, but once I saw the replay, it was. But when the ball's in the air, like I said, it's always my job to go catch it because Cam's a great quarterback.
Well, the connection between you and Cam, how solid is that going into the championship game?
Yeah, I think it's just gotten better and better every game. I mean, just Cam's belief in me, it gives me more confidence. So, like I said, I just got to go make plays for him.
All right, thanks, Bryce. Bryce Lance is our No-Deck Insurance Player of the Game.
All right, thanks very much, Sam. Bryce Lance, 6 for 125 yards, 3 touchdowns. You saw the big one there, Coach, and he sets a new Bison record with 16 touchdowns this season, breaking the previous mark set by Zach Raw.
I mentioned in our press conference, we've had, role players become superstars. And I think he's one of them. You saw Cody Heisman make a play, force the takeaway. It's going to be important that we continue to do good things with our Green and Gold Collective. But Bryce Lance is an example of if you stick to it and take advantage of your opportunity and keep working the right way, you're thinking right. He's an unbelievable student. He represents what it looks like to be a Bison football player at a high level. And I'm so happy all the success has come to him.
It's awesome to see. We also had our Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota carry of the game. Get coverage that moves you to a new state of well-being when you carry blue. Learn more at bcbsnd.com. Carry of the game. Let's go back to 3rd and goal, Coach, with a quarterback run for Cam.
Yeah, I thought you guys would go with the reverse, actually, because that really sparked some momentum. But that was a big deal. And Cam getting his 10th, touchdown rushing of the year. He did a really nice job of finding green grass. Easton Stick had one like that years ago on a quarterback sneak that he just kind of melted out to the right side. It reminded me right away during the game. That's what I thought about. It was awesome. Really, really big play in the game. All those plays that these guys made were the difference.
No doubt about it. We'll definitely give honorable mention there to Jackson's reverse as well. Our Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota carry of the game. All right, more to come here on the Bison Football Show. When we return, it's time for our Olaf Anderson feature, talking with one of the emerging wideouts for the Bison.
More is better, especially with your checking account. More rewards, more convenience. With Gate City Bank, you'll even get a free gift and earn points on every debit card purchase. Sign up today and get 6,000 points. That's enough for more than $50 cash back, just in time for the holidays. You can open your account online in less than 10 minutes. Come see why banking is simply better here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Chronic wasting disease is 100% fatal in deer. Though rare now, it will continue to rise unless you help do something about it. Knowing its location is the key to managing chronic wasting disease. When hunting in the Northeast and Unit 3B2 this fall, plan to get your deer tested. Visit gf.nd.gov to find drop-off locations or request a self-sample kit and review the regulations. The responsibility falls on us all. Let's keep the deer herds healthy for future generations.
Hey, grab me one too.
Orthopedic pain is limiting. It's unpredictable. And when it disrupts the way you move, it disrupts the way you live. Life is better when you feel empowered to move the way you want, when you want. And that's where our experts come in. We're your guides to orthopedic and sports medicine treatment options that can manage your pain, rehab your injuries, and restore your confidence. Take back the freedom to move. Explore your orthopedic options at Sanford Health.
Welcome back to the Bison Football Show. In this week's Olaf Anderson feature, we had a chance to catch up with Bison wide receiver Makai Collins.
As the standout wide receiver at powerhouse Mankato West High School in Minnesota, Makai Collins knew he had to jump on the opportunity to play at North Dakota State.
Saw how much NDSU wins and how much their culture has grown throughout the years, and that really set it up for me. All the coaches are just checking in on me and my family every single day of the week, and not a lot of coaches do that. So that really stood out to me, and just being a part of this team now it's the best decision I've ever made, for sure.
At 6'4", 215 pounds, Makai brings physicality and size to an already loaded wide receiver room.
That's the thing I pride myself on is, I try and block as best as I can. Sometimes, it doesn't go as well, but some days, I just have a different motor and, I just want to go out there and just be more aggressive, yeah.
And like a lot of the receivers on the Bison, Makai waited his turn and is now making an impact on the field.
Like watching guys like Chris and Bryce and, just different scenarios where they have to step up, it just shows that nobody really missed a beat. We miss Zach, we miss Eli, but at the same time, we got a bunch of dudes in our room that can step up and make the exact same plays.
There you go. Makai Collins certainly having a nice season here for the Bison coach, and he was big in the Mercer game, went over 119 yards.
Yeah, he's had some, really big individual moments this year where he's, plug and play. The thing I like about Makai is he continues to get better. He never gets discouraged. It's easy. We want receivers that want the ball and want to make a difference, right, and have great character, but he is so steady Eddie in his work habits. He did a really good job of getting back healthy and fresh and fast. I look forward to his improvement this spring to see if he can make another, leap, with speed and agility and strength. He's got a bright future, and he's a really good kid.
Certainly a lot to look forward to for Makai out of Mankato in Minnesota. All right, we're going to take our final timeout of the program. When we return, we're previewing Frisco. It's going to be a championship bout between the Bison and Montana State.
Next door, next move. With 45 locations, Gate City Bank is by your side everywhere. With sweeter perks like free ATMs and reward points every time you use your debit card. Plus, get 6,000 points just for signing up. That's more than $50 cash back just in time for the holidays. Welcome to banking that's simply better. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
When you carry blue, you get a devoted team backing you up, focused on you and your well-being, making it easier and affordable for you to make health a priority. When you carry blue, you get a health plan that anticipates your challenges, that's helping shape the future of healthcare, with more helpful tools and resources so you can get the most out of your benefits and focus more on living your best life. Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota. Carry blue. Carry on.
At Shields, we're anglers, endlessly seeking and refining techniques. We're hunters and storytellers because we've been out there. We're experts that put products and gear to the test so we can share that knowledge with you. At Shields, we understand your outdoor journey and the path you're on because we walk it too, every step of the way. Shields, right there with you.
Orthopedic pain is limiting. It's unpredictable. And when it disrupts the way you move, it disrupts the way you live. Life is better when you feel empowered to move the way you want, when you want. And that's where our experts come in. We're your guides to orthopedic and sports medicine treatment options that can manage your pain, rehab your injuries, and restore your confidence. Take back the freedom to move. Explore your orthopedic options at Sanford Health.
Parents Parents can influence their child's behavioral health in a few simple ways. The first is really having ongoing conversation.
Role modeling positive behavior. Parenting starts at home, and those positive influences that a parent has rolls off on their children.
Sometimes just a simple question will get a child talking, and you might learn things about your child that you just didn't know about before. If you get to a difficult topic, that's where you can reach out to Parents Lead and look for some of that information that might help you navigate that difficult topic. And that's one of the benefits of Parents Lead.
Welcome back to the Bison Football Show. Coach Polasek, Sam Neidermann, glad that you're with us. It comes down to one final game, Coach. One more to go, the national championship. It'll be us against Montana State. It should be a dandy on Monday night, January the 6th in Frisco.
Yeah, there's going to be some really good players on both sides. You know, obviously their quarterback is really good. He's a threat running. He's a threat throwing. I think Brent Vigen has this football team and this football program really trending in the right direction, obviously. And Coach Bohl's going to be there. I know Chris Kleiman's going to be there. Gene Taylor's going to be there. And so there will be a lot of the tree involved in this game. And I think that'll be one of the fun storylines, outside of the players. There's a lot of coaching kind of connections in this one. And I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. A lot of Bison connections. You see some of the highlights from last year's meeting in the playoffs. The Bozeman block in Montana, 35-34 win for the Bison in OT. Obviously, this Bobcats team is hungry. They're undefeated. What did you see from them in any of the semifinal against USC?
Yeah, I didn't watch much of it. I was, with administration and taking care of some friends, and we were celebrating Jill's birthday. So happy birthday to my wife. But what I do know about them through watching them this year, very physical. A lot of the characteristics we have in our program, I know Brent Vigen has carried on to Montana State. The thing that we have to do is we have to stop the quarterback run game to try to make them one-dimensional one way or the other. And then I think offensive line-wise, they got a really good group. A couple guys that could be even draft picks. And so they'll be ready to play. I see a very hungry program. They had 22,000 people at their round 3 or their quarterfinal game. And so I think that's a hungry outfit. So make sure all Bison fans get your tickets early. We need to keep Frisco as our second home.
Let's do it. Going back down to Fargo South. It'll be Monday night, January the 6th, 6 o'clock kickoff Central Time. Should be an absolute thriller. The Bison and Montana State for all the marbles. Coach, congratulations once again. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Happy belated to Jill. And enjoy some time over the holidays before we get ready to go.
Absolutely. And I want to say congratulations to Bison Nation. Go Bison.
Absolutely, Coach. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. We will see you down in Frisco. For Coach Polasek, our entire WDAY crew, I'm Sam Neidermann. Have a great rest of your day. Merry Christmas and go Bison.
Today's Bison Football Show with Coach Tim Polasek has been presented by Gate City Bank for a better way of life and Pepsi.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.